Gojo creates a safe space for students who would otherwise be overlooked or who looked down on by Jujutsu society, and that's one of the reasons why I love him so much. It was when I got to this scene with Itadori talking to Junpei that I was reminded of the type of students that Gojo tends to raise. All of them are seen as risks and threats to the status quo. Where others see tools or threats, Gojo sees individuals, deserving of happiness and with the potential to use what makes them different for good. Panda was a creation that was feared by Jujutsu society and placed Yaga's life on the line. And presumably Yaga was not attacked because Gojo was around, and of course we see what happened after Gojo was sealed. Nobara was always different than the people that she grew up around and found connection through her classmates at Jujutsu High. With Megumi, Gojo saved him and his sister Sumiki from living in the Zenin clan, where he would have been taught some pretty twisted things and where Sumiki would have been mistreated. Initially, he was treated like an object, something to be bought and sold, but Gojo gave him a choice between being looked after by him or by the Zenin clan. And with Maki, of course, she was seen as a disgrace to the Zenin clan, and she went against the social norms for women. Inumaki, according to the fan translation of the official fan book, comes from a family of outlaws. And obviously with Itadori, he was saved from execution and was treated like an object. He was someone who was just referred to as Sukuna's vessel and not by his own identity. And like with Itadori, Yuta was someone who was protected by Gojo and was seen as an individual by him, as a child, someone who deserved to enjoy his youth and have choice about his own future. And I love how Gojo gives Yuta hope after Yuta had tried to take his own life, letting him know that this curse, this burden that he carries, this thing that makes him different from other people can actually be helpful to others, that he can help save lives. And so it's incredibly sweet to see how Itadori is able to recognize that Junpei, someone who had been ostracized, bullied, and seen as different, could find a place under Gojo's tutelage.